On behalf of the Eben Vanguard, I am pleased to extend our invitation to this year's Wintersday celebration. Most of the Vanguard is off duty to take part in the festivities, so please join us in the Eye of the North as we relax and make merry. It has fallen to me to make sure everyone has a proper good time, a duty that I gladly accept. I just hope no one minds if I have a little fun for myself along the way. Lieutenant Thackeray. 2008. Alright, here we go. This is where it's good. Hi guys, and welcome back to my Wintersday coverage. It's now like 10 o'clock. I'm a bit more awake now. I'm not sure what it is. I'm a bit more awake. And yeah, I'm aware at the end of that last video just now, I spoke to the Reaper, but my inventory was full and he didn't give me the gifts. Don't worry, I went back and I got the gifts. So yeah, 2008, some pretty cool stuff here happened. Oh, I didn't realise the avatar of Grenth was here at Ascalon as well. As all mortals face the judgment of Grenth in the afterlife, so the world now lies helpless within the icy grip of the god of death. Those who mock his power with frivolous merriment risk bringing his wrath upon not only themselves, but all the world. I think we read that out in like episode 1, but you know what, it's been a while, so there we go. Yeah, so well, I'm back at Ascalon just for the intro, just because, hell, I like Ascalon. I like how it's actually got a big Christmas tree here. I remember the first Wintersday, I think there's still videos out there actually. I remember watching my brother who was at Lion's Arch at that point already. On the first Wintersday, everybody got naked and danced under the tree. It was amazing. It was so cool. But yeah, so in 2008, some interesting stuff happened. Obviously, we had a hell of, we had obviously 2006 introduced the event. Sorry, 2005 introduced the event. 2006 added loads of stuff in Nightfall. 2007, okay, it only had 2 things, but they were repeatable. It was pretty damn awesome. Now we're in 2008, okay. Eye of the North, of course, had already been out for over a year and a half now, but they really incorporated Eye of the North into the event at this point, which is pretty cool. So actually, we can go over to the Eye of the North, and we'll see that it's now had some decorations in it. So this is pretty cool. I remember this Wintersday when it came out so clearly. I got really involved with at least the Eye of the North stuff that happened. Check it out. Loads of decorations appeared. It's pretty cool. So as we'll see around here, we got loads of new NPCs we can speak to, and we have a quest chain we can take from this man here, Casey Carpenter. Now, I'll explain straight away, right, off the bat. When this first happened in 2008, it was changed in 2010 because of the war in Kryta. But in 2008, when this first came out, and up until 2010, we never got the whole quest chain from Casey Carpenter, this guy here. We got them from Lieutenant Thackeray. Yeah, Kieran Thackeray was actually added to the game at this point. And if I remember rightly, it was around about this same moment, actually, when Kieran appeared, was when we'd seen that first trailer and we'd heard about Logan Thackeray, and we were like, oh, 2 Thackeray's. What's going on there? And we didn't quite know the connection. Obviously now it's been confirmed, yes, that one is the great grandchild of the other. So but that's pretty damn cool. It was 2008, was it? I don't know, actually. That doesn't seem to make much sense, because I thought the first trailer came out in 2009 while this was 2008. So the first trailer for Guild Wars 2 wasn't out yet, was it? Or was the first trailer 2008? I'm pretty sure it wasn't, because they were originally saying beta for Guild Wars 2 was going to be 2008, but that never happened, and everyone started calling it Vaporware, which is why in 2009, when the trailer did arrive at last, just after summer, everybody was like, haha, it's not Vaporware. I don't know. I thought that was how it went, but maybe not. In any case, originally Kieran Thackeray gave us the quest chain here, but now you get it all from Casey Carpenter, and that's due to events that happened in Guild Wars Beyond, which, as I said, started in 2010. So since 2010, he hasn't been here, but all the quests are pretty much exactly the same. There are some very minor dialogue changes, but aside from that, it's pretty much exactly how you'd expect it to be. So let's just speak to some people, shall we? I don't know, there are a lot of new, in fact the first quest I think has us speak to a lot of people around here, so let's just do that. Let's go speak to Casey. As you can see, lots of people around him. That's because one of the quests that you get from here is actually insanely good for some of your titles and power leveling heroes and stuff like that. So this is also quite a big one for people in Wintersday, because again, there's a repeatable quest we're going to be getting here. So Casey Carpenter, hello.
What do you
mean? Actually, I may as well mention this as well before we get started. Casey Carpenter, this guy's named after an employee at NCSoft who I think he either got pulled out of Iraq and then came to work at NCSoft, or he was at NCSoft and then he was taken back to Iraq. But you'll see that's who Casey Carpenter, that's who his name is, an NCSoft employee. And obviously he's been put in this game as sort of a bit of an homage to that. So anyway, he says, season greetings, Peter Redhill. Yeah, I've been stuck with guard duty. It's not all snowmen and snowball fights. Sometimes you have to work on Wintersday. Still, we soldiers know how to keep the spirit alive, even in frozen outposts far from home. Improvise, adapt, and decorate, as the motto goes. I will admit that I could use a few extra hands on the patrol. The scouts have reported 3 Norn nearby, but have a suspicion that there's more out there under that blanket of white. Hey, perhaps those Norn would be willing to share in both our defensive duties and our celebration. If you spoke to the rest of the troops, I'm sure you could drum up some Wintersday gifts that might convince the Norn to join us. What do you say? Okay, the more the merrier, and the Norn definitely count as more. Sorry, for me, it's all snowmen and snowball fights. Well, that's ironic, because if you complete this quest chain, you get to participate in a snowball fight. So we'll go with the more the merrier. So yeah, of course, obviously, Eye of the North was out now, and they started doing. This was when ArenaNet started doing a lot of the quests to sort of see how they could incorporate all the other races into quest lines and stuff. Obviously, because they're going to be such a big part of the sequel. So yeah, you don't even get a quest mark here. It just says speak with even Vanguard troops in the Eye of the North about Wintersday gifts from the Norn, which is pretty cool. It's one of those quests. I like these ones in particular because it's not like finding a needle in a haystack. This is pretty easy, but it does encourage people actually to read the dialogue, which is quite cool. So we've got some dancing soldiers over here. Are you guys okay? Traveler. My mother used to be so picky with our Wintersday tree. Everything bristle and every ornament had to be in place. And don't get me started on the whole pagan tree that went into the tree selection process. Even Vanguard soldier. I never thought I would survive to enjoy another Wintersday, and this far north as well. Yeah, well, enjoy it, buddy. We've got a woman here. She says, this is my first Wintersday and as long as I can remember. I'm so excited. So yeah, these forlorn, beaten people actually get to enjoy some stuff for a day. Are you okay? You look a bit depressed. I tried to create a celebration last year, but no one liked my festive Wintersday rock. Wow, yeah, you guys really were in the shit last year, but it's okay now. The destroyer threat's over. The war with the Char, as far as I can see, sort of subsided a little bit. Oh, Wintersday tree. Oh, Wintersday tree. I'm so glad that you are Char free. Brilliant. Okay, so that's those guys. None of them give us a gift, though. What about these three? Alan Brand, who says, the togetherness of this holiday is such a wonderful thing. It warms my heart to see people set their troubles aside and come together in joyous celebration. What about Wintersday can you share with the Norn? I have fond memories of roasting chestnuts with my family while blizzards raged outside. Well, we have constant blizzards here, so I asked a merchant about getting a supply of chestnuts. The cook suggested some northern seasoning that really bring out the flavour. I think the hearty taste of these slow roasted chestnuts will fill up even a Norn's stomach. Why don't you take some with you? Alright, good idea. Cool, so we've got a handful of roasted chestnuts. Will they actually appear in our inventory? Because our inventory is so... Oh wow, yeah, we're going to have to empty our inventory out. I've just got so much crap in here. Okay, Charlie, I may as well get you out actually. Let's see though. Refined jellies, no, screw it. The hat from ages ago from Halloween is still here. We can get rid of the candy cane. We've got some Confessor's Orders. They're probably quite important. That Shield of the Lion, that's so old. That's from back when we were doing Prophecies. I don't want to get rid of that. I like actually seeing a lot of these aren't there. An Expert Salvage Kit, we'll get rid of that. Don't need that. Gingerbread Focus. Yay, inventory management. Aren't you guys having fun watching this? I think that will do, actually. We've got enough spaces now. Okay, cool. So, who's this? Yeah, we spoke to Alan. So, what about Orin Radcliffe?
What now?
He says, the best part about Wintersday is the eggnog. Spiked, of course. Heck, if there's a holiday that doesn't involve drinking, I don't want to know about it. What does Wintersday mean to you? Wintersday means eggnog. Spiked, of course. We don't have traditional ingredients here, so I had to improvise. It doesn't taste quite like the nog I remember, but it will knock you off your feet. Why don't you see if the Norn can handle my Vanguard eggnog? Now, if you'll excuse me, there's a filled mug with my name on it. Literally. Oh, wow, okay. Everybody likes mugs with their names on. And this guy here, Carlisle, Gravenpot. I'm sure these names are all references to people. Everyone in the Eye of the North, if you remember from the Eye of the North Let's Play, they are all references to different employees in different places. Carlisle, you're right.
What now?
It was a pain creating all the ornaments for Wintersday Tree, but it sure turned out nicely. Oh, so you did that, did you? It looks exactly like the one in Ascalon, so I wouldn't feel too bad. Do you have something to share with the Norn? My mother taught me how to make Wintersday ornaments when I was a child, before the searing. We handed them out to neighbours every year. I made these crystal snowflakes. Would a Norn really like a crystal snowflake for our celebration? Why don't you take some to our northern allies? They're our neighbours now. Yeah, I guess they kind of are. Alright, before we complete the quest, though, I'd like to speak to some other people around here. What was that person I just bashed past? Oh, just a rune trader. Material trader, no, you've got nothing for me. No. I know there's like a couple of generic characters here. Yeah, look, even Vanguard Monk, I'm pretty sure has got something to say. Thank Dwayna, she offers gifts of cheer to get us through the cold winter months. This guy says, it's a season of death. Why so many people are cheerful is beyond me. Why have they done dialogue boxes? It's snowing, come on, nothing beats a good snowball fight. Why have they done dialogue boxes that they said, bah, snowball fighting is overrated. I can't wait for this all to be over. Oh, so they actually speak to each other. Never mind then. What else have we got? Is anyone else around? I'm sure they added more people than this. You'd expect them to, considering how many random people they added in all the other outposts. And even places, it's like Halloween. Do you remember what I said about how there's like a guy at the hinge of Den Ravi during Halloween with Halloween dialogue, but you just never expect him to be there? It's the same here. It really is with Wintersday. They just add them bloody everywhere. Well, there you go. Okay, that's most of the people, I guess. So let's go speak to Casey. Or do we just give them straight to the Norn, actually? I think we just give them straight to the Norn. Yeah, hell yeah, there we go. Okay, so we're going to go out. I'm going to add a party. So obviously these... Wintersday quest here. We're now talking about 2008, so obviously this is far later in the game's lifespan, and they actually expect you to have level 20 heroes, level 20 parties, so you actually need some power here. I'm not saying that it's necessarily hard, don't get me wrong, but you know, it never hurts to go well prepared. Now we'll add Gwen as well, shall we? Oh no, we already had a... I don't know. Alright, Master of Whispers, I don't care. Actually no, let's go Zandra. Brilliant. Continuing on. So back out into the Ice Cliff Chasms. I actually always enjoyed this this quest. It's pretty cool. So, oh, do you actually... Oh, it doesn't give you a quest marker here either. That's ridiculous. It never gives you quest markers. Well, I know generally where the guys are anyway. Oh, yeah, I don't actually have a proper bit. Oh, yeah, I do. Didn't we get a sword? Yeah, there we go. Brilliant. Yeah, so I can actually find the Norn around here. They don't give you a quest marker, but they're generally all around the lake, which isn't too bad. So here's Bartak the Glutton, and it's pretty cool what you've got to do here. So she says, "Do not interrupt my hunt with your foolish Wintersday talk. The sooner I catch my prey, the sooner I eat, so I have no desire to help a bunch of humans who frolic and sing. Now leave me before you come my prey." Okay, so she wants to eat. Well, what do you think? Maybe she'd like the roasted chestnuts? This is delicious, but far too small to fill up a mighty Norn. A few hundred more might tide me over until I catch my dinner, though. Though I am hungry now, I will go to your camp. Sweet, so we've enlisted the first one. So this is kind of the idea of this quest. It's not as if there were more items and more Norn, I reckon this could have been way more fun. But you know, as it stands, it's still pretty good. I'm not going to sit here and complain. It's pretty damn cool. But you're going to be going to these 3 Norn and deciding who wants what exactly. I'm pretty sure there's another one over here near Gwen's garden. Also, 2008. This was the first year where the Jingle Bear and the Jingle Mower became available, and they do become available in Gwen's garden, which is pretty cool. I remember the thing is, I remember this year when just before the event came out, ArenaNet was sending out some serious hints as if there was going to be some amazing extra thing going on, and that people would be able to earn, and we were all so excited about it, and it ended up being just a unique pet. But I suppose that's cool enough anyway. So here's the next guy. I think this is the next guy, Ragnavold. Who wants to fight us. Maybe this is just the guy at the shrine, and the reason he's got a quest marker above his head is because I've never actually got the Norn bounty thing. Yeah, this must just be the shrine guy. Yeah, it's the shrine guy. Never mind. Alright, well, I'm pretty sure there's one guy over here, though, ish, somewhere around this area. I'm not going to like spend the whole video wandering around cluelessly, but they're all around the lake, so it's not too bad. Was there just one up here? Oh, yes, there is. Okay, he's in Gwen's garden, and you can see him making drunken noises out in the background. So, hey, man, you've also got a couple of other guys here. You can see a pet master, a tamer here. The tamer's here specifically because these pets will become available here. But, hey, Mr. Intoxicated, you all right? Wintersday? Bah! A pointless holiday for puny people with weak drinks. Why should a mighty Norn waste his time helping those who don't know how to truly celebrate? All right, well, this will knock you off your ass. Try that. What is this? It's... Yes, I can taste it. Alcohol! And not nearly as weak as I expected. A tankard or 2 of this eggnog and I'm sure I'll be feeling the holiday spirit. Where did you say I could get more of this? Oh yeah, just in that big building that the humans decided to go in, and we have no idea who built it or what the hell's going on with it. With the weird, mysterious, magical pool that has never been explained to this point, and maybe explained in Guild Wars 2. Yeah, just go over there, okay. Also known as the Eye of the North. So the last guy is... I'm pretty sure we found one there. I'm pretty sure the last guy's like near the Mandragores or something, somewhere around there. So... I'll speed it up as we run. I really like this lake. It's pretty cool. There's some cool stuff that happens here as well in this quest chain, which is pretty nice. So, yeah. Also, I don't believe I ever spoke to the scout in the Let's Play, did I? He just points you to where the battle depths are. He says, Ironhammer has rallied against the Dwarven army, has rallied the greatest Dwarven army of our time to battle the Great Destroyer. The Dwarven base is in a cave we call the battle depths west of here. Our time of destiny is near. That annoyed me when I realised after doing Eye of the North that I hadn't spoken to him. He just tells you where the king is in the battle depths. If you were wondering why sort of like just suddenly knew, or how players were supposed to know where that was, it's that scout that tells you. But yeah, here's the last guy, Helga the Cub. We only have one item left to give, so I think it should be pretty obvious what we're going to give her. She says, I'm sorry, little human, but I'm too busy on a serious Norn quest to help you. Father tells me I'm too old to earn my own keep, but I'm no good at hunting, and I haven't found a craft that inspires me yet. Alright, well, what about snowflake ornaments? Such exquisite craftsmanship in such a tiny object. And you decorate an entire tree with these? Perhaps I will join you right after you look at your Wintersday tree. So there we go. She'll probably, I can imagine she, though, wouldn't really enjoy the festivities at all. She'd just come and just like, fuck off. At least the other guy is getting drunk, and at least the other guy is having a lot to eat and stuff, you know, which are at least part of the celebration. She's just going to bugger off. But yeah, okay, so there you go. That's that first bit of the quest done. We'll zone back into the Eye of the North. Got some Norn with us, some Norn to partay. Whether that's really a good idea or not, given how rowdy the Norn get, I don't know. But it was Casey's idea. We're just the lackey, as usual. So, how you doing, Casey? All three Norn have come to the Eye. We'll gladly accept their help and share some cheer. Speaking of which, here's a little gift the unit put together for you. Merry Wintersday. So, we get a load of stuff here. Once again, these rewards used to be different when we were originally getting this from Kieran Thackeray. It all changed in 2010. But now we get Wintersday gifts. We get some tonics. We get quite a lot of stuff here, obviously. Compare this to how much crap we had to do for the first quest in the first video. It's ridiculous, isn't it? So there we go. We've got Frosty Summoning Stone, and he's got another quest for us here.
Well met.
So it says, either I've been standing out here too long, or Mika accidentally cast Winter's Embrace on me again. I appreciate that he's so gung-ho, but Mesmer should really leave the water magic to the pro. Alright, well Mesmer can cast it faster, so go fuck yourself. Either way, I probably need another cup of Moa noodle soup to fend off the sneezes. Speaking of fending things off, the scouts are saying there's evidence of char activity just outside the Eye. If it's true, I don't think the furry gate crashers have come to sing Wintersday carols. Would you speak to our Norn visitors and see if they're willing to investigate? I'm sure they'd be up to kicking the tail of any char you may come across. Oh, brilliant. So the char are coming to crash this party. That's the Norn, alright. Big, violent, snow detectives. Well, hey, I brought the Norn to this party. Why don't you do something? Yeah, that's true. But look, he's obviously got a million other players to speak to. So, and in case you're wondering why everybody just looks like that, it's because this quest chain gives you Frosty tonics constantly. This is what people do. It's a repeatable quest you end up getting that gives you... Did we just get a Frosty tonic, or was it a Frosty Summoning Stone? Yeah, it was a Summoning Stone. But it'll give you lots of those tonics, which are it's just an amazing way to get loads of tonics and sort of max out your party title, which is pretty awesome. So are we going outside? I thought we had to speak to the Norn. Oh no, of course we don't speak to them in the outpost. That wouldn't work as far as the quest goes. So yeah, we'll go out into the Ice Cliff Chasms, and I think this is just going to trigger the huge fight straight away, isn't it?